What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and we are back in Artifact on my YouTube channel, Good Talk Gaming, doing a casual Phantom draft. First episode, we did a pretty decent draft. We didn't really get super strong green or red cards, but we tried. We did our best. We lost the first round in a very close game, and like I think I said last time, I don't mind losing as long as it's a good game. So let's go ahead and jump in, find the next match, and see if we can't bring home some W's. Make some good plays. Double Skywrath Mage. Very interesting. Skywrath Mage, I said that kind of funny. Skywrath Mage's signature card, that's what I was trying to say, is another kind of AoE board clear. And we're going to have our attack lowered against Viper. That's pretty brutal. Man, that feels so bad. Let's give our Lycan here Avernus' Blessing. Changes the math a little bit. Allows us to kill Magnus on the next turn. Okay. This is awful. And there's nothing we can do about it. Those would have been some really great items to pick up. And I think we're going to send Beastmaster here. You know what? We'll send him here. We'll diversify the types of cards that we can play in the mid lane. And also, I'm not sure if our opponent expected us to go here, which is nice as well. And there's just nothing we can do here unless we get combat training, which we're going to use because otherwise Finn's attack is going to get so low he'll become irrelevant. His cleave will become useless. Okay. So we could honestly drop Bronze Legionnaire, and that would be great. But this allows us to kill the Viper. We're going to go down to 5 attack. But I don't think there's anything else we could have done there. This feels good. Hopefully there's no tricks. But he is already up to 6 mana, which means Mystic Flare. And that's obviously what he could have been scheming towards. Putting Beastmaster in this lane helps us out because he has such a huge HP pool. Yeah, he's going to target him. And he doesn't really get lucky. I mean, he got both the minions and he's trading. That's really not like the best turnout for him. And Bronze Legionnaire now kills Skywrath. So gotta love that. Feral Impulse giving his neighbors +2 attack is going to allow us to straight up kill him. Not even a trade. He's going to die to a minion. So that feels pretty good for us. And now look at the gold we're currently rocking. Seems good. And we should be able to take out this Farvin. Unless he has some kind of ability. He's got Juke. Alright, so he swapped out. Don't blame him. Nice play. Still going to take some decent damage though. He's going to be down to 2 HP unless he wants to teleport him out. He's probably going to die next round. Ooh, wow. Oh, yes. That's a lot of really good items. A lot of health items we can put on our boys. Should keep them alive quite nicely. And I think he's going to go mid here with the support of these 2 minions. And he could honestly just drop another one of those flares. So let's come here. Yeah, and of course he goes mid. That makes sense. And I think we're going to Hourglass our Sven. Oh, that's nice. I think we can use Aphotic Shield to give us back 2 of our attack. That may be worth it. It may not, but it may be. And let's go ahead and Savage Wolf here. Lycan's not coming down until next turn, and this wolf is going to accrue a lot of value for us the longer it stays in this lane. So we'll keep him there. Sucks to not have initiative for the next round because I think he's just going to pop off the flare. It's going to kill us both. Oh, wow. He used that first. I still think he has the flare, honestly. So check this out. Huge HP. Now he doesn't die if he has the flare, which I like. And we can also modify, make him stronger. Next turn we have God's Strength. Really good curve here from Keith. It's going to allow us to take him out. We didn't really need him to do that. Viper Strike, that feels pretty bad. Aphotic Shield, if we drop Lycan in this lane, we'll remove that. But until then, to keep him alive, we'll just drop a Traveler's Cloak on him. That takes this an extra 2 turns to take it out. So what I was saying was, he didn't really need to curve to kill him. Obviously, the creep would have done it. But if he had any kind of trick or minion here, the curve might have prevented him from getting out of that. So we still go into the item selection with, yeah, there we go. Boom. Pike is an excellent option for us. We have a lot of health. Now we just need some damage. Not sure where he's going to go with these. He could drop 1 green mid and then maybe go 2 in a different lane. I think this kind of covers the spread. Sort of hedging our bets. We can arm the Rebellion in the left lane right off the bat. Yeah. 1 green here, we kind of expected that, and then the other 2 here to contest. But our Lycan just straight one-shots any of them, and so does Keith. Not any of them, but Skywrath is kind of more who I was thinking of. And our Hourglass is doing work. It's locking him out of cards. Things that he may potentially want to play. Not sure who we should give the Pike to quite yet. But I think we certainly want to arm the Rebellion. And now our minions are quite strong. We're just a little bit short, unfortunately, of doing lethal this turn. You know what, we're going to give this to Abaddon. He's very survivable. I expect him to live for the rest of this game. And I think we can actually purge the negative attack and do lethal this turn. There we go. So that checks out. That puts us ahead an entire turn as far as damage goes here. Our opponent needs to be concerned about this lane. And now I think we honestly just need to stall the rightmost lane and we'll be fine. And the mid lane as well. We can call the Wild, which will drop here, here. Either one is fine. The Beast debuffs any hero that it attacks, or any unit that it attacks, I should say. He has 8 mana, that's a lot. Okay, he's going to opt to give himself more mana in that lane. Makes sense. And we're giving ourselves a lot more HP here, so that if he has another one of these flares, which he can't play this turn, but perhaps next turn, we're going to make it more difficult. The 1 armor here is saving our Beast. And its effect, it'll... Huh. The Crypt Hero has 4 health and -2 armor. The unit blocking Crypt Hero has -2 armor. So he's able to kill it. Which, you know, good for him. But -2 armor is going to be a little brutal. It's still taking away half his HP and reducing his attack down to 2. May have another trick up his sleeve. Let's see what he's got. 4 mana. Blue or green.
The journey is long.
Interesting.
Must be prepared.
Okay. There's nothing that we need to do right now. I think I'm just going to give him God's Strength. We'll just kill that minion. It changes the math a bit somewhat in this lane. Yeah, we're stalling very well. Viper Strike doing 2 damage there at the beginning. It is piercing damage, so it ignores our armor. Ooh, reduce our armor even more. And I think we're just going to off the bat Divine Intervention. If he was hoping to Mystic Flare us this turn, he's going to be disappointed. He's not going to be able to land it. And I think that was probably his plan. Perhaps judging by the Shatter Paws. I mean, that's a nice buff, but it's not doing anything this turn. We're completely stalling this lane this turn. Double. Interesting. He doesn't take damage, but he still gets the debuff. That sucks. Okay. We'll just take the plate. I don't think any of that is necessary, but we'll still grab it. And he's got Farvin. Let's see where he goes with Farvin. Right lane. Interesting. Right lane is super healthy, and so is mid. I'm very cautious of overcommitting to any lane. So I think we're just going to well, we give ourselves the blessing, we play the wolf. Does that change the clock? We need to be afraid of him dropping Skywrath in this lane next turn and then doing something like Annihilate and wiping our board. But we should be very close to lethal next turn. We can always drop the Hellbear if we need to. Hellbear does a ton to Skywrath here. Nice little curve here. This one minion is absorbing a lot of damage. And our opponent's going to concede, so great. I felt like we had that game pretty well in hand. Aside from some very rare cards that can sweep entire lanes, I think we were just favored to win that right off the bat. Skywrath is, I think, an okay hero, but he's just so squishy. We're going to play one more. Hopefully we win. Yeah, when you have the beefy heroes and your opponent has the squishy ones, you just got to keep nailing them, keep getting them off the board, and that'll prevent them from playing a lot of their cards. Also, that early Hourglass locked them out of potentially some very decent plays. We'll never know, of course, but I would not be surprised if that was the case. So a Venomancer and a... Is her name Kana? No. This thing. Yes, Kana. So potentially trying to go wide, which is interesting. Lycan's in a bad matchup. Mazzy has so much armor. Do we have any good matchups? Not really. Keef on her is good. Aphotic Shield protects us from 2 damage, but I don't think the Retaliate goes through the armor. So we're not actually doing any damage. And then next turn he still kills us. So we're just going to have to bear with this. We'll throw down a Crippler here. Maybe get a nice curve. If it curved, it would reduce her attack to 1. Wow, disarm. Okay. So she should survive an extra turn. Once again, let's hope to get a good curve. Dang, would be nice to start lowering his attack. A double Hellbear Crippler. I think we have 4 of these in the deck. And sadly, no way to save Lycan currently in hand. So I think we're just going to put Beastmaster down there. Wouldn't be surprised to see Crystal Maiden in the right lane. Or the mid lane. Okay. I mean, not bad if you think you're really going to take Lycan out this turn. Good curve there. Burning oil. Alright. See what kind of play they have that can potentially wreck us. So where do we want a burning oil? I think we want a burning oil in the lane that has the Kana, because she could summon her little dogs.
I raise the bull snake high.
Okay. Well, he's straight sacrificing this standard bear, which is a very good card.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Burning oil is going to be very good. It one-shots all of her hounds. Yeah, retaliate just doesn't do anything here, so we'll pass. We kill a very good card. I mean, the hero that we knew was going to die dies anyway. Not a big deal. And Kana's still in trouble here. She honestly doesn't even want to summon her hounds here. She could summon a bunch, 5, but they'll all die on the first swing.
This couldn't be going any better.
Steel Reinforcement. That's a Mazzy card. Alright, what do we got? Still can't buy anything, sadly. Our opponent's going to choose not to buy anything either. That's very interesting. And we can drop down a Baden somewhere. Opponent may want to go heavy in the left lane. We'll drop a Baden there. Yeah, okay. And a minion now kills Crystal Maiden. She's so soft. Let's see if they have any way to save her. Let's just use this now. Get it out of our hands. And we could pop Borrowed Time just to save the 6 damage. Get it on cooldown. It doesn't give us the heal, which kind of sucks. Alright, here come the Plague Wards. But we're going to get one of them off the battlefield. I think we just do it. Damage immune. Stalls for an extra turn. We're just hoping to draw something good. Or to purchase an item that allows us to... increase his attack. We gotta get rid of this Mazzy. So annoying with 3 armor. So here's the deal, guys. If we Sucker Punch, he can't play any blue cards. So we're gonna do that. He's dying anyway. Or she was dying anyway, rather. But now they're just locked out of this turn. Any good card they were hoping to drop, make some use out of that, just done. Because she could have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions down. Done 10, is it 10 damage? It would have been huge. Even if they all died, it still would have been great damage to the tower. And unfortunately, you can't use Sucker Punches here because no one's blocking a red hero. Fighting Instincts on Keith. Yep. Wow, okay. So he's a big guy. The only way we have to take out characters like that now is to get big ourselves. And we're not sitting on a lot of gold. Alright, I like the ring. This feels great. I feel like we're controlling all 3 lanes right now. Before, I was thinking about giving the ring to Abaddon, but before we do that, we want to see... Wow, nice kill for him. Yeah, he's dying. The Traveler's Cloak will save him. Just a lucky curve from Keith there. But I think what we're going to do is... We're going to ring the Abaddon. Takes no damage. Feels great. And now we can drop
I can't wait to use this.
Call of the Wild. I actually like that. Let's get rid of that ward. That feels good. And we can also drop a Hellbear. And now we feel pretty strong. We're going very wide. And if we want to arm the Rebellion next turn, that's certainly a possibility. And we're just going to wipe this part of the board here. We could save him, but we don't need to do that. Yeah, I think we just save everything. Save our tricks for the next turn when blue heroes are touching down. Ow. That hurts. That hurts us because now the Traveler's Cloak doesn't save us. See what our opponent can do.
I know what your future holds.
Interesting. Still think we just go ahead and suit him up. We're going to want him to come down and make some moves for us soon. Even if we stun him, it doesn't save us. Let's give him God Strength as well. That'll give him a bit more cleave and allow him to take out some characters, do a little extra damage to Keith. And when he comes back to life, he'll be suited up. We won't have to waste a turn's worth of mana to do that for him. Ooh, the Hourglass. And another Cloak. Yeah, we'll take that. Feels pretty good. And these two minions are going to help us, these two creeps are going to help us block this lane very effectively. He's going to be drawing an extra card from this Troll Soothsayer, which is good for him. For sure. But if he's not careful, he's going to get overrun in this lane. I need to check Crystal Maiden to make sure her card's not something ridiculous. Just Frostbite. Have to remember that. Good curves from us. Ogre Conscript. Yes. Strafing Run. Okay. We don't have quite enough mana to do like great stuff. Let's Hourglass on the Beastmaster. Start locking them out of their draws. I was really hoping they wouldn't have a second Strafing Run because that makes our Arm the Rebellion suck. I don't think that does piercing damage. It does not. Still may have killed them though. We'd have to do the math to really know. However, that now gives us the opportunity to drop Ogre Conscripts here and kill her. And this should put her down to 1 attack. A 1/5 is not a threat. Okay, that sucks. We're still handling our business in every lane. We're doing fine. Once again, we just clear off the board like the same time she comes down. Yeah, it's not worth it here to do anything. We could prevent this 2 damage and deal 2 extra damage to her. But that's probably not worth it. Let's just hold on to our initiative. Okay. Man, we could arm the Rebellion plus a Photic Shield and kill her. That's an interesting line. But perhaps not worth it.
Perfect.
You know what, now it's more tempting. It's a bit of a waste of Arm the Rebellion.
On the ashes of the Radiant.
Yeah, this feels kind of bad, guys, but I think this is ultimately going to help us win this game.
Time to strike.
Okay. Probably just hoping without doing the math that that would somehow change things. But luckily for us, it did not. We get a bit of gold. We use 2 cards, some of our resources, but I mean, look at the damage we're doing to this tower now. And here, I like taking a golden ticket. We could get something lame, we could get something amazing. We'll just have to find out. Curious where the opponent's going to go. Because I think we have both of these lanes pretty much on lock. I don't know if we necessarily want to throw a Sven in front of a Keith. Yeah, since this lane is getting 2 minions, we'll put Sven in the leftmost lane. And let's not forget, our Hourglass is going to lock some of his hand as well. So, combat training feels good. So does Savage Wolf. See what we get. Shop Deed. Okay, maybe we'll pick up something great next turn. It's a 22 gold item we got for 9. I mean, it's not nothing. That feels pretty good. And I think we're holding because we want to... Actually, I think we're going to enough magic this lane. We'll see what he plays. And if that's the case, then I think we want to Savage Wolf here. Let's take this next turn. A 0-6. Wow. That's got to feel pretty bad. Yeah, we don't even have to play it. That Hourglass completely negates this card. Well, not completely, but the turn he draws it, I mean, having his cards locked, that's got to feel pretty bad. Ooh. Pierce. Yes. That wasn't the best thing we could have hoped for in the secret shop, but Pierce is going to allow us to kill Mazzy. We put that on Abaddon, who we've been kind of buffing with combat training. I'm pretty curious where our opponent's going to go. I think you have to drop double mid. Wow, he doesn't. I mean, double mid, you have 3 minions plus your 2 blue heroes who really aren't that in danger of dying. Arm the Rebellion. Seems good. See what our opponent does with the initiative. I think we're going to equip the daggers first. But we'll have to see. Yeah, I expected that. Let's equip the daggers and see where they go with this.
I don't think so.
This place needs a little kinfolk love.
Interesting. Okay. Let's call the wild before we arm the rebellion. Make sure they get that buff as well. And this game feels very well in hand. 2 wins in a row, I think. Pick a fight. Okay, so he's getting some taunt. It's not bad. He's taking a lot of damage off of his guys. And here we can just arm the rebellion. And that puts us over. No real point in doing the math there. It was either going to put us there or not.
This is what I like to see.
Wow. Nearly getting the kill. We can give a blessing to one of our units. But we don't necessarily need to. It's not a big deal. We'll just pass. He's sitting on 1 mana and an item. I think we'll just deal with whatever comes our way. And then in this lane we have the kill, and I don't think there's anything they can do about it. This should be GG. And there we go, our opponent concedes. So very nice of them. Pentahill. Alright. Feels very good to... Let's view our opponent's deck first, but it feels very good for us to win 2 games in a row after losing our first game. I was beginning to get a little depressed, thinking that I was never going to be able to showcase my ability to actually play this game, or how fun this game can be when it's played. Stonehall Elite, glad we didn't have to face that dude. Super overpowered card. Prey on the Weak is the card that I was expecting for most of the game, but I think our Burning Oil in the mid lane really discouraged this early on. There are 2/1s, but they allow you to go so wide, and Burning Oil just kills them as soon as they hit your tower. So Lost in Time, they had 2 of these, very annoying. And a Thunderstorm would have been great. That was something we were honestly playing around a little bit, or hoping to play around. But that would have been a pretty dangerous card to see against us. But anyway, guys, once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed these 2 last games. I thought they were pretty fun. And subscribe if you haven't already, or consider subscribing. I'm going to be here playing games, whether you subscribe or not. So if you like the content, please go ahead and do that. It makes me feel great. I'm still sub 50 subscribers right now, so I'm trying to get that 50% mark. That's my new goal right now. So if I can reach that maybe before Christmas, I would be pretty happy. Also, like the video if you did like it, and leave a comment if you saw a better line of play than I did. I always appreciate learning from my drafts. So guys, take it easy, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.